Kayfabe Hade Radio with my review of WWE Raw from last night, April 15th, 2024. Rhea Ripley kicks off Raw, and if you follow the news before the show, this doesn't look good. Her arm is in a sling. She addresses the crowd, says she'll be on the bench for a few months, and is forced to vacate the Women's World Championship. Crowd chants BS, and Rhea agrees. Rhea says she's coming for blood when she returns. Liv Morgan comes out. We think a brawl is going to take place, but there's too much security between them, and the segment ends. This is really upsetting. Rhea's on one of the best runs in a long time for anybody in this company. One of the hottest acts in pro wrestling, period. Definitely the best women's act going right now. So this is really disappointing. It sucks that this is how her title reign ends. If it was a shorter injury, maybe just keep the belt on her. But this seems like it's a long-term thing. So you gotta swap the title somehow. I think she's gonna get it right back as soon as she comes back, though, which would be really nice. Yeah. Opening match for this episode of Raw. Ivar versus a returning Sheamus. Sheamus returns after 8 months with a neck injury. Huge shoulder block knocks Ivar down. Sheamus with a middle rope air raid crash. Insane for the size of doing that to a guy the size of Ivar. He does the 10 beats on the apron. Back in the ring, Ivar with a standing spin kick that misses slightly. Hits a top rope splash for a 2 count. Beats Sheamus in the corner, but Sheamus fights back. Sheamus hits a brogue knee, then a brogue kick for the 3 count. Crowd was hot for this return. Yeah, it's nice seeing Sheamus back. Just another guy to add into the mix. See what you can do with him. It's really cool. See if he gets into any title pictures or anything. I don't really see where he would fit in right now, but that's also just because he just came back. Maybe do a little work with more of the mid-card guys first, see if he can spark anything. So, Ivar's a very good return match, because Ivar's been one of those middle-of-the-road guys lately, too. So, it's pretty cool. Pat McAfee breaks down Sheamus' celebration. Claims he was being strangled while Cole was having the time of his life. Pat McAfee's just gold on this announce team. Him and Cole together are incredible. Triple H is out next. And Pat McAfee says the new era is terrorizing the industry. Little inside note there to Triple H's WCW character, terrorizing. Anyway, Triple H and Adam Pearce introduced The Miz and R-Truth. Triple H says he was happy that Truth had his mania moment, and presents them with the new World Tag Team title belt. Truth calls Triple H a magician for making the belts appear, even though they were just under a sheet. But anyway, he calls Triple H Houdini, then he calls him Tommaso Ciampa. Triple H takes the old belts and leaves. Adam Pearce then goes ahead and announces that there will be a triple threat tag match to determine their first challengers. And we go straight into that match after a commercial break. It's DIY, the Creed Brothers, and the New Day. One man from each team are allowed to be legal, as we determine Miz and Truth's first challengers. Xavier Gargano and Creed exchange schoolboys until Creed deadlifts Gargano and throws him into Xavier. Turns around and clotheslines both of them. Everybody's in now. New Day with dual drop kicks, sending the Creed Brothers to the floor. Kofi kind of missed his drop kick. It's okay though. DIY shoots over the ropes to the floor, but they're caught by the Creeds. New Day flip dives, wiping everybody out. We go to commercial. Back from break, and the opposite 3 that started the match are in the ring. Ciampa and Creed exchange strikes until everybody's in again. The refs got no control of this match, guys. No control. Everybody's everywhere. Nobody knows what's going on. They all hit big moves on each other and spill to the floor. in the ring. Tommaso hits Project Ciampa on Kofi for a near fall. Going from his Ring of Honor days, I was like, oh crap, it's his finish. This match is over. But I completely forgot that that's not his finish anymore. Anyway, Woods tags in, DDT to Ciampa, takes out Creed. The smaller Creed hits overhead belly to bellies on everybody. Very impressive strength. Both Creeds with tandem Northern Lights and double pins. 2 counts. Woods hits the top rope elbow on Creed. But DIY hit their finish, and Ciampa pins Woods. Wow. This match in total was about 8 minutes. It had the action of a 14 to 16 minute match. This was non-stop, pedal to the metal, just insane. DIY will challenge Truth and Miz, I believe, next week on Raw for the tag team titles. So that's interesting. Up next is Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Maxine Dupri and Ivy Nile. Maxine with a crossbody and an actually pretty good-looking fisherman suplex. Candice takes over for a while. Maxine goes for the hot tag, but Indy distracts the ref. Ivy still comes into the ring. The ref then removes Ivy because he didn't see the tag. During this, Indy kicks Maxine and puts Candice on her for a 3 count. Short match. Not much to note here. Just more lower card women's tag stuff that sort of finished and done within like 5 minutes. Yeah. Andrade and Dominic Mysterio's up next. They both attempt and counter each other's 3 amigos. They both each hit 2, and then we counter, hit 2, counter. Andrade was running knees in the corner. A split leg moonsault attempt, but Dominic moves. This looks so dangerous when Andrade does it. It looks like he's going to land on his head every time. It's crazy. 619 attempt, but as Dom's bouncing off the ropes, Andrade meets him with a spinning elbow. He then hits a twisting DDT for the win. Just a quick match to further the whole LWO stuff. With Dominic in the mix there. Curious to see where this leads. I'm sure it's leading to Rey versus Dominic at some point. It's just a matter of how they get there. So, still intriguing. Up next, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Honestly, this match was over so quick, there was no time. I had no chance to even make notes. I went to fill my Circle water bottle. By the time I got back, they were showing replays and the match was over. So, yeah, that's that. Cody Rhodes is out next. Cody says he should stop talking about Mania. Then goes on and thanks Seth Rollins for being his shield. He mentions The Rock and how The Rock was on did some interview where he said he's going to make Cody bleed again. Cody said if he's going to bleed, The Rock's going to bleed as well. He then introduces Jey Uso after talking about the Bloodline briefly. Mentions Tama Tonga's debut. He offers to watch Jey's back in his match against Finn Balor, but Jey declines. So Cody leaves, Jey stays in the ring. And that segues us into the Jey Uso Finn Balor match that is up next. Balor attacks for the bell, so he has the early upper hand. Drop kicks knocks Jey to the floor. We go commercial. Back from break, Jey hits an enziguri, starts the comeback. But that's halted when Balor counters a Samoan drop, hits a sling blade. Shotgun drop kick sends Jey into the corner. He goes for the double stomp. Jey moves. He hits his spear and splash combo for the 3 count. It's back and forth, high paced, pretty short for what it could have been. After the match, Priest enters the ring. Judgment Day jumps Jey from behind, and Priest looks angry that they did this. Jey fights off Dominic with a super kick on the floor. He jumps into the crowd. JD comes after him. He throws JD back at Finn Balor near the guardrail. And then Jey Uso proceeds to flee through the crowd. He walks all the way through the arena and literally out the front door of the Bell Center in Montreal. Sami Zayn standing outside tells us a short story about how his first wrestling show he went to was in this building, and he walked right through the front door. So tonight, as he comes back, he wants to walk through the front door again. So Sami leads us back into the building. Really cool continuity here as it leads into the main event of the evening. For the Intercontinental title, Sami Zayn defends against Chad Gable. Wild entrance for Sami, as previously mentioned, as he comes through the crowd. He literally has to fight his way to the ring. This crowd is crazy. Everybody's grabbing at him. Montreal crowd's been rowdy all night, and they're gonna get even crazier for the main event. The match begins. They go back and forth with some nice chain wrestling to start. Sami, scary fall off the top rope. Gable starts working his leg. Ankle lock attempt. And, wow, can Sami Zayn sell a leg injury? We go commercial. Back from break. Gable hits an Olympic slam off the top rope. This used to finish matches. What happened? Craziness. Both guys hit like 5 German suplexes on each other. Zayn hits an exploder in the corner, goes for the haluva kick, but he's met in the middle by as Gable sweeps the leg and attempts another ankle lock. Zayn goes for a sharpshooter because it's Montreal, but he falls over while attempting it, and I think he sort of sneaks in selling the leg there to cover up a botch, but it's hard to tell it was that well done. Another ankle lock. Sami rolls through. An exploder in the corner and a haluva kick for the win. Sami retains in Montreal, which probably wouldn't happen under the previous regime. But again, this is a new era. I mentioned it 37 times. Post-match, Sami hugs his father and goes to embrace his wife. Gable grabs him from behind, German suplex on the floor. Raw goes off the air with Gable applying an ankle lock using the turnbuckle on Sami. Incredible end to Raw. Gable turns heel in Montreal. It's kind of cool. The frustration finally got to him, not being able to win it, and he went nuts. Curious to see what this means for Alpha Academy. The rest of them, I don't see them turning heel at all, so kind of weird at the same time. But yeah, overall, the main event was really good. I thought it could have been better without 3 commercial breaks. That really kind of slowed the momentum down for me. But overall, it was a great match. And overall, this Raw was good. It furthered stories. Couple good matches. Sheamus' return was nice. The triple threat tag match was pretty good. Could have done without the middle section, the 2 women's tags, and even Andrade Dominic was kind of for me. Gable Zayn was a perfect main event for Montreal Raw. Couldn't have gone any better for Sami. And yeah, overall Raw was a pretty good show. That is the review, and this has been Kayfabe Hade Radio.